just mostly European power metal bands and Megadeth.
Okay.
That's the greatest band.
You need Megadeth there, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's my understanding that Shattered Sanctity isn't actually the original name. Would you care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, back when we formed the band, we actually went under the moniker of Twilight Odyssey, but there was another band in upstate New York that had that name, and they threatened to sue us.
So I take it.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, you guys are like 40, and we're just a couple of high school kids trying to play some music. Why are you getting all mad about it? But we just changed it to avoid the problems, and it stuck, and I actually like this one a little bit better.
And similarly, this isn't the original lineup. It's not even the second lineup. It's the third, I guess you would call it.
X lineup.
How did this all come about, just going from new band members to different ones, and how do you feel this one stands against the others?
Well, this lineup, I think, is the best lineup that we've ever had together because we're tight, everybody has the same influences, we all like power metal, we all want to play the same type of music. The other two lineups, I love them. They did great things for the band, they established us, we got back up on our feet with them. But I would say this lineup's the best as far as musically goes.
And for Dave, as part of the newest, drummer, how's it coming into an established local band? Did you feel you had to live up to any expectations?
It's pretty awesome coming into an established band. I've been in plenty of other bands before, most of which didn't really go anywhere. It's nice to come into a band that actually has a little bit of a fan base. Definitely were some expectations as far as, are my chops up to par? Am I going to play this? Because the second practice me and Mike ever played together, he's like, all right, well, if you want the spot, you're in. Here's the EP. There's a bunch of intense drumming on there. First shows in a month.
That's great.
Good luck.
Okay, I know there's been also an audition for an official singer to, release some of the duties from Mike as the guitarist. And how's that going?
Pretty good. We have a guy. His name's Adrian DeFuria. And he's a really good singer, really into power metal. He likes Blind Guardian, Iron Maiden, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, we like him. He fits the image. He fits the band. He just he said we were gonna have him work on his projection a little bit more, and once he gets that down, we'll start playing shows with him.
Sounds good. Definitely sounds good. So speaking of music, you're a band. You guys have an EP that's out. It's self-titled, I'm assuming. And how did it all come about, getting into the studio and all that?
Well, we have a Reverb Nation page, and a lot of venues and I guess recording studios contact us from there. And I got a message on there one day that said, "Hey, we're a local metal recording studio opening up in Pennsylvania, and we want to see what bands want in a recording studio. So fill out this survey, and if we like you, we'll give you a free recording package." So I figured, why not? Because I had nothing to lose. So I filled it out. About 2 months later, guy called me up. He goes, "Hey, we want to record you guys for a 4-song EP for free." So we got in there about early June, and the recording process actually took the entire summer. Just different things. As we got in there, the band was actually the lineup before this one was actually starting to fall apart a little bit. Bringing into the studio really showed how I guess they weren't ready for the studio. And basically we just kind of stripped down everything that they recorded, and we put a drum machine in place of the drums. I did all the guitars and vocals, and actually Rob Kaz's bass is on there still because he's a pretty good bassist.
And if you could pick just one song from this EP, it's a 4-song EP for those listening, which one would it be to represent the band as a whole?
I'd say Eyes of the Warrior.
Yeah, I agree. Eyes of the Warrior pretty much encases everything we're all about.
And which track number would that be?
That is the last one on the EP.
And
if you get My Burns, it's the first one.
Yeah.
And
it has pretty much all the characteristics of the band. Long solos, heavy rhythms, just catchy melodies, stuff like that.
I think we should give this song a listen now. Do you guys agree?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's give it a go. This will be Shattered Sanctity with
Eyes of the Warrior.